So let's talk about one of the most confusing parts of the Etihad cabin crew application process. That is, when to actually expect feedback after doing the video assessment. Here's the truth. After you submit your video assessment, Etihad can reach out within days, weeks, or even months. In fact, in the emails they've been sending to applicants, they actually mention that the timeline can take up to 6 months. So, yeah, it can take half a year. That's why I always tell you, if you have to email them inquiring about timeline, please do after 8 months of waiting. I know there are applicants who get positive feedback after following up after just a month or two, but the majority get rejected immediately. So that's why I highly recommend you don't email them. Just be patient with them. You never know whether you will be among the lucky ones who receive a positive feedback, so don't risk it. Now don't panic. 6 months doesn't mean you'll automatically wait that long. As mentioned, some applicants get updates much faster, a few days or weeks. It all depends on recruitment needs and how fast the system processes applications. With all airlines, not just Etihad, 2 applicants may apply at the same time, but one might move through the hiring process much faster than the other. This doesn't mean the slower applicant isn't progressing, it simply shows how the timeline can vary. As I always say, with Etihad especially, the speed of the process depends on how urgently they need new crew from your country or nationality. For example, if French-speaking crew have recently resigned or been terminated, Etihad will naturally give priority to candidates who speak French.
Au revoir, mon ami.
It's not only about being from France, sometimes applicants from other nationalities who also speak French will be prioritized. In the video assessment invite email, Etihad mentioned that things will now move a bit faster compared to before, so I hope you will be receiving feedback to progress to next stage with a few weeks or a few months. Actually, a few applicants have received an email for the stage of the Etihad cabin crew hiring process, that is the virtual and the physical assessment, just days after submitting their online assessment, while others were shortlisted only a few hours after completing the video assessment. And so, yeah, successful candidates at this stage will be shortlisted for a virtual assessment or the physical assessment. I have done videos about the same, so make sure to watch them before your next stage. And with Etihad, unlike most of the airlines, you will do the English test after the final interview. The test will be done online. I've also done a video about that, so make sure to watch it. If you submitted your video assessment and you have not heard from Etihad recruitment team, just be patient. If your application status is assessment in progress, it just means your profile is still under review. Be patient and avoid emailing them for updates. And as I always say, as long as your status is not unsuccessful, rejected or failed, don't worry, you are good to go. If your video assessment was successful, your application status will change from assessment in progress to under review. And then, it is at this point, you will be invited for a virtual assessment or to assessment day. However, if your assessment was not good, you will receive an email that you will not be progressing to the next stage, and your application status will change to unsuccessful. And guys, I have seen most of you who had their old application status under review, getting frustrated that, after submitting the video assessment, they were rejected and their application status changed to unsuccessful. Guys, you still have a shot. Your old application is the one being considered. Always read the emails you receive from the very beginning to the very end, just like I always tell you to watch my videos from the very beginning till the end. Before you receive the application, not progressed email, there is an email Etihad send you explaining this confusion, so please go back to your inbox and read that email again from the very start to the very end. Still, I have done a video about the same, make sure to check it out, and I hope it will be of huge help to you. So bottom line, the feedback can come at any time, from a few days to a few months. The maximum timeline mentioned officially by Etihad is 6 months. With the new system, things might speed up, but patience is key. And don't get confused by the report feedback you are receiving a few minutes after the video assessment. The next stage is an email from Etihad recruitment team, whether you are progressing to next. And that's what we are talking about. And in case no one has told you yet, I believe in you. Becoming cabin crew is one of the hardest journeys out there, but if others made it, you absolutely can too. So don't give up, and while you wait, make sure you check out the Cabin Crew Guide playlist on my homepage. It's packed with tips to keep you prepared for every step of the process.